wet.
This
Is
ain't.
it?
I saw this online.
I've never been wet before, but yeah, I'm sure it's
Is
uncomfortable
it?
to be wet.
You know, moist is one thing, but wet is just another.
Or
It ain't what we shooting for. You know what I mean?
You ain't get what?
Isn't that?
Miss Ma'am.
No?
No,
Miss
come on,
Ma'am.
please. Come on, man, please.
No?
Come on,
I
man,
need you
please.
to. I need you to be kind and respectful to my guests.
God.
Where that pig poker at, man? Go ahead. Go ahead and get the pig poker out.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did nothing for that.
Oh, man, please.
Oh, that's no, wait a minute. Miss Renner, Miss Renner.
wow. It was. I feel like she put herself in a dangerous situation because men have testosterone, right?
Yeah.
And they could have reacted any kind of way. Then too, it's like, why would you get up and straddle him like that? Unwarranted. I didn't see if there was anything before.
I think
but
they asked her a question. I think they criticized her for her behavior because obviously if people know who Brittany Renner is.
yeah,
She has a notorious past of being with a multiple high level men, right? Relationships with athletes, rappers,
right.
singers. So I think what happened was they said something or they criticized something about her and she didn't like it.
Okay.
And then she just responded that way.
Oh,
I think for the pouring the water, I think that was like disrespectful to those guys.
yeah.
But I think for me is when I think women can tell certain men that they can't do that too, and certain men that they could.
Right.
And I think the way those guys were behaving, or maybe the way they would conduct themselves as guys, or in that podcast, it made her comfortable enough to know that I can disrespect these guys, and these guys are not going to do anything about it.
Yeah. But also back to I always say like the person, right?
Yeah.
Like she has a lot of trauma.
Oh yes.
So
we all know she has it.
we
Yeah.
don't know really what her response is gonna be half the time.
Yeah.
But doing extreme stuff like that is just like, okay,
She needs
that's
help.
assault.
She needs help.
Yeah.
She really needs help.
Yeah. I mean, the water is like, okay, you could have destroyed the equipment, all type of things.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
could be really suing you, you
I know.
know? Then that other man, he could be married or whatever. Like, you're just jumping on
You talking
him.
about
Like,
that? Oh no,
the
he's
guy
not. Oh
she
no,
straddled.
no. He's well known in the community. Yeah, on social media.
Oh,
But
okay.
but yeah, I don't know if he's married, but he has kids. But he talks about having relationships and having sex with all these women.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, she might have been triggered by these guys and caused that reaction. But, like, she has a kid now. Like,
Yeah, she's
you
a single
have to
mom.
move differently,
It's tough.
because it's
And
like,
she has a big following too of girls that who look up to her.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's well, yeah, that's.
I
Man,
don't
I really,
know.
I mean, I really hope she gets her. She gets help. She
Yeah,
gets help.
she has a lot of trauma she needs to resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her though. I mean, who she used to be at least. I didn't see this one
No, I
recently.
remember she was like one of the first Instagram models when Instagram started getting traction.
Right.
And I remember I used to see a lot of her content.
Yeah.
Early when I first started Instagram, I used to see a lot of her content.
Uh-huh.
And then lately when she became a mother and having children, and then her behavior recently, I was like, oh man, that's not a good look.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
bad.
especially a single mom. So
Yeah,
man,
it's
and that's
all
on the
bad.
internet. That's always gonna be there.
Forever. I know.
Sheesh. I really hope that she has people in her circle that is gonna be really, really honest with her.
Yeah.
I doubt because she's still behaving the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that there's people in the circle is just having that real honest conversation and not trying to say what she wants to hear,
Right,
but what she
right.
needs to
Yeah,
hear.
she's sick of everybody's stuff. It looks
You
like.
know, and I know she has a bad relationship and perception towards men because
Yeah.
all the men in her life has disappointed her and left her and had sex with
Right.
her.
Right.
But and that's why I mean, she's a perfect example of why you should make men prove themselves to be worthy
Yeah.
before sex,
Exactly.
because every single man that you're gonna have sex with is gonna there's gonna be some kind of trauma between because
Mm.
you're gonna build some kind of connection with that man.
Uh-huh.
And and then every single guy, you build a connection with him, he disappoints you. You build a
Right.
connection with him, he abandons you. You build
Mm-hmm.
a connection with him, he leaves you. Find another woman.
Yeah.
You're just gonna accumulate so much disappointment, resentment,
Yeah.
and towards a man that is just gonna build up your whole entire life.
Right.
And then the man that's gonna be able to be with you, oh, he has to overcome all that.
Yeah. I think it's like I say, like the only thing permanent in life is change,
Yeah.
right? So you can vet someone, you could do all the work, and then they still disappoint you later on.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just very important to be able to establish your own concrete self and know that, okay, I really want this to work, but if it doesn't, I'm going to be okay.
Mhm.
I'm not going to act, trauma, do certain things out of
Yeah.
my character, start using drugs or whatever the case may be, just because this relationship didn't work.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people go wrong because they think that, like, for instance, even my mom, right? Like, my parents married for 40 plus years, and then my dad passed away, so now she's a widow. So now it's trying to cope with life as single, right? And trying to reestablish herself individually. And okay, how does she fit into this world now? Because she had him, he was like 8 years older than her. So, it's like she had him for so long, and her routine is my dad and her, but now that he's gone, it's like herself. Who was she outside of the relationship? She's rediscovering parts of herself that maybe she didn't really have to tap into so much because it was always a partnership between
Okay.
them. So yeah, I think after Brittany Rayner broke up with her son's father, she just been kind of like
Yeah.
off the
Yeah.
hook ever
Off the
since.
rails.
Yeah, like she doesn't know who she is
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
not
It's
cool.
it's yeah. I feel for her. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna be. What's the word? I feel for her. I feel empathy for her, but
Right.
but I don't feel sympathy because she's making those choices as a
Yeah.
grown ass woman.
Right. She
Right.
knows what she doing.
She know, she know what she's doing, twerking her ass like that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. She is
So
all that.
I have empathy for her because she's a mom and she has a son, and that son
Right.
uh, is probably not gonna have the best person to lead him to become a man. But
Mhm.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But she knows what she's doing, and everything that comes her way, that's a consequence of her choices. So
Right. I like her little bipolar videos. I was just thinking about that.
Yo,
Since you brought it up.
she crazy.
She's so crazy.
Yo, it's
She used to
crazy.
be Harley Quinn a lot. Do you remember
What?
Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brittany Rayner used to always act like her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I've seen videos of her just going on rants.
Yeah, she
I'm
has
like,
a huge
"Sheesh."
like alter egos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like bipolar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there'll be some podcasts where she's very well spoken, soft,
Right,
feminine,
right.
and then you have this.
Uh-huh.
It's like extreme opposites. There's no
Yeah.
middle ground for Brittany.
None. Yeah. None at all.
Oh my lord.